Hello, what's up, and good night, everybody. As you guys can see, I have Shiro with me here tonight. She's going to be doing the My Hero Academia manga reviews with me going forward. She spent the last week catching up to where we are now, so I figured why not bring her in on these videos so you guys can get different perspective and opinions on things that happen in the series. And what better chapter to start than with chapter 180. The intensity from the beginning to the end was just epic. There was nothing negative that I can say. This whole mini arc has been a nice little ride, and it has a lot of significance in the story, and I think this chapter is one of the most important chapters in the entire in the series.
A lot of development with Midoriya as a hero. I really think that he is going to somehow team up with maybe this duo in the future, and especially with how they kind of basically had an understanding during their fight when Midoriya was like, oh, this is, the toughest fight that I've ever had, and he didn't say it meaning like this is the hardest tough fight he's ever had in difficulty and strength. He was referring to having to basically fight someone who has been through a lot of the same things as himself, and being tough in the sense that he has to crush somebody else's dreams, that feels so strongly about his own dreams and has had a struggle in life, just like Midoriya. And he was, flashbacking during the fight to, he was comparing their situations, like how he was saying how his mom and All Might never laughed at him, and they always rooted him on.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much the same for Gentle and his now companion rooting him on, and she didn't laugh at him and she took him seriously. So there's a lot of similarities between the two characters.
Yeah, they were similar. Basically what he was saying was that they were similar in the fact that their dreams kind of are now bigger than just themselves. They weren't just fighting for themselves. They both had other people that they were fighting for. And like Shira said, him saying that this is my toughest fight had nothing to do with strength or actual physical difficulty, because as we know, the fight between him and Chisaki was absolutely insane. He's more so talking about the fact that, like Shiro said, he had to crush his dreams, and that's kind of heartbreaking. He could see how passionate Gentle was, and Gentle could see how passionate Midoriya was. No, this is kind of going back to my thing that Gentle isn't really a bad guy. Like, he's not really a bad guy, and I feel like this whole arc is basically setting him up to be some kind of ally in the future. So I think whatever is about to really happen during this cultural festival, Gentle and Blvd are probably going to show their faces again and assist Midoriya with this. Like, it was cool to see that mutual respect between both of them, even though the fight, they turned it up to 100.
I think Gentle was headed down a dark road, like when him and Blvd, they were talking about how, they've always done just like little funny, videos and trying to get, their online community interested in them. I think at first he was pretty much not trying to take it too far. I'm glad that Midoriya stopped them before they got to UA, because I think that they could have maybe done something they would have regretted after they got to UA, because as Roshi mentioned, that he's not a bad guy, but I think because they were so desperate to get attention, they may have actually ended up doing something really bad after they got to UA. But thankfully Midoriya stopped them, and then I think that's also when Gentle came to the realization that he was about to make a mistake, because he took this other person under his wing and it's not all about him anymore, and he could have dug a deeper rabbit hole for her essentially with what they were going to do. So I think he came to the realization of that.
And that's important, because with Koei always makes you kind of sympathize with his villains throughout the story. And Gentle, I think he took it to a whole nother level in terms of making you sympathize with this guy and feeling bad for him, and him in a relationship with Blvd. And you can see how important the relationship was to them, because at the end, like Shimon was saying, he started thinking, oh shit, like damn, if she gets caught or if she runs away, she's probably gonna do some bad shit and, you know, get herself in a lot of trouble. So it best seemed to make it seem like this fight never happened, and he just basically, you know, sent Midoriya flying.
I think he realized they were making a mistake.
I didn't think of it that way. That's pretty cool. But he raised the white flag, and that was that's tough, man, because he was going hard. They went hard. That was a nice fight, and this also holds a lot of significance because Midoriya as a character has never ever taken on an opponent, a villain by himself with no assistance or anything like that. So this was an important arc for him to signify his growth as a hero and as a tactician as well, because he was mixing up all kinds of shit that he knew how to do.
He's always been kind of like clever and
he's always been a tactician, but he's definitely grown, and he handled this from start to finish. He saw them and he was like, oh wait, no, y'all not going to my school, and handled it the whole way through with no help from anybody. So I mean, he's gonna show up to the cultural festival looking beat the hell up, which is gonna be interesting to see how that plays out in the next few chapters. If you know,
he could get in trouble.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Eraserhead has got him on like a tight leash right now.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see. But yeah, I love that mix up with the shoot style. Yeah, he kicked the shit out of him.
I like where the story's going, especially with Midoriya and this whole franchise being about how he became the greatest hero ever. I think that it's nice to see him like constantly going against what all of his mentors are saying, and who knows, maybe that's something All Might did when he also was becoming like the best hero prior to Midoriya. And I think that we have a lot to look forward to. I think we will see a lot more of Gentle, as Dwight stated. I hope he flips and becomes, he wanted to be a hero. So we can't forget that he wanted to be a hero. And it just didn't work out for him. He couldn't, you know, get the scores that he needed to pass. So, you know, it's definitely a lot to look forward to, I think, with the series and the character development.
Yeah. But how do you guys feel about this chapter? Let me know. I thought this was one of the most important chapters of the entire series. Really intense, so I know a lot of you have some thoughts and opinions there. Sorry we were late on this video. We're going to make sure we're a little bit more on time. Probably at the day the chapter releases, we'll probably give you guys a day to save you guys from spoilers or anything like that. But yeah, you can look forward to myself and Cheryl doing these reviews consistently going forward. But yeah, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at your boy Roshi if you don't already. As usual, the merch that we're wearing I designed, and you can check the link down below in the description. Check out my store. I greatly appreciate it. But that's all we got for you guys tonight. Wow, I can't talk. Yeah, we'll see you in a few days.